afternoon, everybody. I need to talk to you a minute. I want to bring up why I do what I do here with this. I don't get paid for this. This podcast is free. I don't charge you to read the articles on the Examiner. I don't charge you to read at vigthegeek.com. Anything that I do, it's all totally free to you guys, and it's about one thing. It's about building a personal brand. I want you guys to get to know me. I want you to trust me. I want you to understand that, maybe I know what I'm talking about. Maybe it's the kind of thing where if you have a question, you come to me, I can provide you with an answer. Why do I do this? What do I have to gain? I live and breathe technology. I work all these hours a day. I come home, I'm in front of the computer, recording these podcasts, writing the articles that I write, doing all the things that I do. This is just what I do. Some people collect shot glasses and spoons. Some people like to, knit shit or whatever. I don't know. But this is what I do. All right? So part of this process requires me to build myself up as a personal brand. That way you trust my opinion. You trust my word. And it's happening a little bit at a time. The more I talk to you, the more I do these things, you people are really starting to take notice of the things that I say and trust in my judgment. And you're not the only ones. So yesterday, I put out that podcast about the knot and all that stuff. We showed you their screen and what it looked like and what a mess their homepage was. I talked to you about the problems I've been having with them. And I wanted to release it probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday, but I ran out of time. I actually had to go and be at my full-time job. Well, I put out some messages, some updates via Twitter, which pushes to Tumblr, which pushes to Facebook. I'm absolutely everywhere, right? So I get in the car, and I'm headed down to work, and I make it maybe not even 2 blocks. And I get a text message, and it's a Twitter update, and an email. And the email says, @TheKnot is now following you. That didn't take long. And then I look at the text message, and it's an @reply directed at me from the Knot that says, we're going to see what we can do to help you out. I'm going to send you a direct message. So I said, all right, I go check it out. See the direct message, and it's a person's name and a person's email address. An actual human being, which is all I was trying to get in the first place. I immediately called back to the house, and I talked to Linda, and I said, listen, here's the message I got from these people. She goes, I know. I got the same one. So they saw her name, they saw my name, they realized that we were connected, and they emailed us both the same thing. So she emailed them, got the whole thing straightened out. And the old problems that we were having and the accounts, everything's all squared away. Why do you think that is? When I called them, I explained to them my problem. They didn't seem interested. I was just another guy out on the street. Once I started tweeting about this, they see the name, they see the JVig, they look, you search JVig, it's going to come up, vigthegeek.com is going to pop up, you're going to see me here on iTunes. It's very, very clear. Not to mention I talk about the podcasting, I talk about the reviews that I'm writing. It's very, very evident that while I may not be a somebody, yet I'm not quite a nobody either. So it's very evident to these people that, maybe he's the kind of person I should take care of. I don't know how many of you guys out there in Twitter, in the Twitterverse or the iTunes store are actually watching this, but maybe on a good day, let's say I have 100 people. That's me. Plus 100 of you with a bad opinion. That's 101 people. If each one of you tell 10 people, that's $1,000. That's 1,000 people. What does that equate to in dollars? Over the course of time, it can equate to a lot. Now imagine I was somebody big. Big. Imagine I was Gary Vaynerchuk big. Imagine I was David Pogue big. Now imagine I was Mashable big. Come on. You don't know who's on the other end of your line. So they did rectify the situation. It was a technological glitch. That was not that big of a deal. I never really had too much of a problem with what was happening with the website as much as I did with how it was being handled by them, the customer service. We don't have brick and mortar in a lot of places anymore. It's all online. It's all digital. Bits and bytes, man. You got to have human interaction where you can. Because if the only thing that I can reach you with, you can reach me with, is just one-way communication, looking at my website, watching this, that's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to do much for me. What do I say at the end of every podcast? Find me on vigthegeek.com. Twitter me on @jvig. I give you every location to get in touch with me so we can build a personal relationship. Now, I'm probably not going to give you my phone number anytime soon. Let's not push your luck. But you get where I'm going with this. And they didn't want to do this. But they stand to gain a buck. I don't. I do this for fun. I figure if I get in touch with you, you'll give me more to talk about. You'll actually want to listen because it's things that you asked to hear about. So it makes sense. It's a nice reciprocal thing. We got a great relationship, you and I. You ask, I tell. Back and forth. I don't sit here. I could profess to you all the things that I'm interested in, but then you're not going to watch it. If you're not going to watch it, I'm not going to want to do it. Right? So we've got this relationship, and it just goes on and on and on. That's what we do. They stand to make a buck. And until they found out that I was some guy who was kind of plugged in, they didn't give a shit about helping me. So what does that mean? That means that while they fix the problem and I can see why using their site might be a good thing, I still stand by what I said earlier about their customer service and what I said yesterday about their customer service. That one person, however, her name is Annie, by the way. Annie at the Knot, thank you, you rock, you helped us out. Everybody else at your company can go take a walk as far as I'm concerned, but you're awesome. Right? Annie helped us out. Good for her. She's doing her job. But it's a shame that I had to call 3 phone numbers, leave 2 emails with 2 different email addresses, and tweet about it before I could find one human being at that company that was willing to work, do her job, and even go a little bit above and beyond. Right? Before her, though, I couldn't find somebody who was even doing what they're paid to do. So, unfortunately, that's the problem with monopolies. They have the lock. They are the wedding site. You know, if they could tell you, everybody that registers for our site is going to get a flaming bag of dog shit on the doorstep, people are still going to register because they're the website. Who else are you going to go to? So, what are you going to do? Anyway, I wanted to exonerate them at least a little bit because it wasn't working, and now it is working. And one person, Annie, the magical girl at the Knot, she came to our rescue. She fixed things. So, I wanted you to know that things were squared away, but had they been working in the way they're supposed to, and as advertised from the beginning, we wouldn't have been here in the first place. Whatever. It's done. It's settled. I'm happy. Linda's happy. Annie feels good about herself because she did a hard job. The rest of the Knots going on and, you know, their oblivious nature, thinking that you're charging people for a worthwhile service. Whatever. Everybody's happy. Everything works out. You guys are informed. You know it works. You just know to do it with caution. That's fine. We're all good. All right? This happened to work out. I got 2 days back to back because I had the same issue in an update. But going forward, we'll see whatever comes up. Definitely send me your questions. What do you need to know? Who's buying a camera? Who's buying a TV? You know, who wants to, give a gift to somebody, technologically speaking? I mean, let me know what that's all about. You can leave star reviews and comments and questions within iTunes. You can email me at jason.viglione@gmail.com. You can email me at vig@vigthegeek.com now, or you can just go to vigthegeek.com and read about stuff. Examiner.com has a spot to read as well as leave updates and comments. What am I missing? At JVig on Twitter. I mean, I'm absolutely everywhere. Quickest response, at JVig on Twitter. I'll get that immediately. I'll respond immediately. I'll respond immediately and we'll go ahead and get to talking. Or on iTunes. I check that, about 1 billion times a day to see how many people are leaving comments, which is not enough of you out there. If you're watching this and you dig it, give me some stars. Give me some comments. Let me know what you don't like about it. I'm open to that too. So let me know what's going on. Get some topics headed out my way, and we will address it. All right. So on that note, I'm heading out here. So let's first, when we call that untying the knot, let's say right now we're at a point where we're retying the knot. Hopefully the knot keeps it going for us. That can be a good thing. So let me know what you got to talk about, and Vic the Geek, I'll talk to you soon.